Nazi vampires. This concept, though seemingly outlandish, taps into some of our deepest fears and historical traumas, exposing the chilling idea of Hitler returning as a bloodthirsty creature of the night. Imagine the terror that would grip the world if such a monstrosity were to rise again. Picture this: Adolf Hitler, the man responsible for some of the darkest moments in human history, rising from the grave as a vampire. His malevolent influence, now combined with supernatural powers, would be a nightmare beyond comprehension. The thought alone is enough to send shivers down your spine. The very idea of such an evil figure gaining the abilities of a vampire is terrifying. With the supernatural strength and immortality of a vampire, Hitler's evil could become unstoppable. His power would be magnified, his reach extended, and his influence unending. Imagine him commanding legions of undead, spreading darkness across the globe. His army would be relentless, driven by an insatiable hunger for conquest and blood, his thirst for power matched only by his hunger for blood. The world would be plunged into an era of fear and chaos with no safe haven from his reach, but this time it's not just any blood. The blood he seeks would be that of the innocent, the vulnerable, and those he deems unworthy. The horrific idea of him targeting specific groups again, using his twisted ideology to justify his vampiric reign of terror. His victims would be chosen based on the same hateful criteria that fueled his original atrocities. Could he create a new Reich of the undead? A dark empire where fear and oppression reign supreme and where the living are hunted by the undead? Stopping a Nazi vampire like Hitler would require more than just traditional means. Conventional weapons and strategies would be useless against such a supernatural threat. We'd need vampire hunters, maybe a modern-day Van Helsing, armed with stakes and silver bullets. These hunters would need to be skilled, brave, and relentless in their pursuit of this ultimate evil. A global effort to fight this unimaginable evil. Nations would need to unite, setting aside their differences to combat a common enemy that threatens all of humanity. While this scenario may sound like something out of a horror novel, it forces us to confront the lingering fears of history and the atrocities committed by the Nazi regime. It serves as a stark reminder of the horrors that humanity is capable of and the importance of vigilance against such evils. A chilling reminder that sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones from our own past. The spectre of history haunts us, and the idea of it returning in such a monstrous form is a powerful metaphor for the dangers of forgetting our past. So, what do you think? Is this just a wild fantasy or a cautionary tale about the enduring impact of historical evils? Could the world survive the terror of a vampire Hitler? The question forces us to consider our own resilience and the lengths we would go to protect our world from such an